Hi everyone. So I am a little shamed to put this on video, but this is my reality. This is what it is. So you know how sometimes things can trigger you. Now I have been pulling in my driveway for the last few weeks and nothing has been bothering me. But today when I pulled in, I was like, you cannot have your front yard continuing to look like this. Look at this, y'all. Now I will say this is one of the plants that my husband dropped as he was trying to get some of the weeds out, but I have to do something temporarily because I can't continue to look at this way. So I'm going to the other planter because I know next year that I want to, if proven winners have them, I want to do the flower pillows again. I have really enjoyed them, but I know with the up and down weather, if you can see over here, some is leggy, but some are still blooming, but I'm gonna have to pull these up. I thought about right now putting poinsettias and pine cones, and then if you notice some of the big box stores, as they cut the Christmas tree, they have some leftover branches, so I was going to ask for those and kind of do a container. But seriously, it's mid-December and I know right after Christmas I'm going to want to pull them, so I'm going to do something a little bit different today. And in total it cost me like around $5. And I know you're saying $5, let's see. Okay, so let me show you what I'm gonna do, and this will kind of give me a jump start until spring when the flower pillows are offered again. So I want to get down here because I went back clearance shopping on the dead and dying rack, but it was for a good reason. Now I did have these. This will be my thriller in the middle, and these were $1, but I think I showed you these on another video where they were $1. So we're gonna plant these in the middle. And then they had some pansies for, oh, come on, 50 cents. So I'm gonna put pansies, and this is a 20-inch container. Both of them are, and the pansies are about 8 to 10 inches apart. And then we're gonna put some Dusty Miller in here that were also 50 cents. So you get 6 in a pot. Now they're gonna look a little scarce now, and I'll plant them just a little bit closer together so as they grow they can be full, but by the springtime they will be gorgeous. Now I know a lot of people look at these and they walk on by, but I have showed you some other plants in the back that I bought on clearance. Don't pass it by if you just want to kind of have something as a temporary hold. The thing I tell people is to keep these dead-headed so that they don't go to seed, and they just want to get out of this pack. They just want to get out of this 6-pack to spread their roots and grow. So I'm just going to deadhead these real good, because if you don't deadhead it, they'll go to seed. I was trying to see if I could see a flower that's starting to go to seed, and that just kind of signals it. Like this one right here is starting to go to seed, and they get pretty big. Now some of them I do save if I want to save that variety, but you don't have to. We're gonna clean these up, we're going to cut them. So let me go ahead and get all of this out, and I'm gonna do one and come back and show you, but we're gonna mirror both of those. And I still got a lot of work to do, but I cannot continue to drive in my driveway and look at this. This is unbecoming of me and who I am. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna get this cleaned out. And normally if I do something, I won't change the potting soil. I'll change it out in spring. I'm just gonna pull this up, add a little bit of dry fertilizer, top it off with more potting soil, and then come springtime, we will reassess everything. But this is, like I say, just a temporary fix, under $5, and it will at least add some interest when you pull up and people don't have to look at this. So before I get this cleaned up, y'all, this literally took me about minutes. And that's how quick it is. But I've been pulling into my driveway, continuing to look at this. But I wanted to show you about how to go ahead and deadhead the pansy so that you can keep the flower production growing. Like right here, it has flowers. So after it flowers, it begins to make this seed these are seeds inside of here, and if you keep letting it grow, it will get bigger and it'll just burst open. But the plant is steadily putting energy into producing those seeds, which is what makes it kind of stop growing. So all you do, and you do have to do a lot of deadheading with not only pansies, but mums are another one too. But all I'm going to do is come in and go to the base of this and clip it off. And so that way it can continue to put its energy into continuing to make flowers. So you can just get rid of that. Now, if you do want to save seeds, just let a few of them do that, and then you can tell when they're ready because they pretty much kind of burst open like a star, and you can get those and save them and plant them. But I'm going to go ahead, get all these little brown leaves and things like that cleaned up, and I'm going to rinse this container off because it had a lot of sand on it. But that's pretty much it. Look at the beginning, what was in there and what's in here now. It looks a whole lot different. So I went ahead and washed off the container because it had a lot of sand on here. But literally, y'all, this container, when I added it up, is $2 just to plant. But the reason why I put it under $5, or about $5, just in case you have to buy soil, or if you want to add some dry fertilizer to it, that's where the extra comes from. Now, I'm still working on the instant gratification part because I know that eventually everything is going to grow up and be beautiful and full, and I'll definitely make sure I keep you posted on that. But the way I figured this out is you get 6 plants for 50 cents each, which equals about 8 cents. And I use 8 of the pansies, 4 of the Dusty Millers, which is about 96 cents total, and then we have the quarter line here for $1. So $2 to make a container, and it looks way better than what I showed you at the beginning. I really should be ashamed of myself, but like I said, that's my reality. And with the time change and all of that, I'm only one person. So I hope this encourages you all to go ahead and take a look at the dead and dying rack sometime. Now, I'm not saying all of the plants on there are worth buying. Sometimes I want to tap the sales associates on the shoulder and say, y'all need to go ahead and put this in the trash. But you can find some good finds. I'll link one of my videos where I went clearance shopping and I literally hit the jackpot. So you just have to keep checking and going. So this container is basically like purple, white, and green with the hints of this beautiful Dusty Miller. I really like that plant. It gets about 12 to 16 inches in height, so it'll probably grow up. And then the pansies get about, I want to say 8 to 10 in height, and they're the purple and white flowers. But like I say, it looks so much better than what you saw at the beginning. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. If you are not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as one. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.